I'm back at Alton Towers for Scarefest. Left about 7, got here about 10:30, 11:15. There was a lot of traffic coming in through Alton where people weren't letting each other past. Once we were past the main Alton bit, straight up to the resort, straight in. Bit of a queue for security. We just did Nemesis Reborn. It's currently on a 100-minute queue. Unfortunately, it's currently running one train operation and has been. As it's half term, that's not exactly what you want to see. That's quite a shame. I do want to get a night ride. Ben's just pointed out to me it's on 2 hours. You remember Ben? He's got the Universal Studio top that he wears. Like I wear this every time I go to a theme park. So we've just done that, and we got the front row. So there's a 2. There's a 1 in front of us. He got put in another row with a 3, and we got given the front with the other 2. So I was like, cool, that's a rarity. I'll take that. We were 1 row off. We got row 2 on Hyperion last night, so a bit knackered. Yeah, so we were about to do Galactica. I heard the fire alarm going off from the Nemesis shop, and they were clearing all of the Galactica as well. So the Nemesis shop next to Galactica, it's quite a bit of distance, must be linked to the fire alarm panel in Galactica. Fun fact for you. Yeah, but we're going to go to the arcades. Ben likes his claw grabbers, and then we're going to head down to Wicker Man and that sort of stuff. There's hour queues everywhere, so we're just going to maintain the time. I've got a few fast tracks from a previous visit, so we'll use those. And hopefully I'll have an amazing day. So, catch you guys in a little bit. So, as Galactica was having its issues, we're going on Cursor Alton Manor on a 10-minute queue. Well, it says 10 minutes, it's straight in the door. It's really good with this because they've added 6 seats again per car, because where they took out the controls for the guns. And actually, I don't mind queuing this because it's a nice wooden queue. It's not a cattle pen, it's a round, it tells a story, and it's a really good interactive dark ride. Speaking of dark rides, I'm very excited because I get to go back on Hex today. I was here in March 23 when it opened. I got a ride in it in 23. So, but then my friends came up like a week later, they rode it on like its last day, and then it's been shut since. So for me to have got a ride in 23, I was like, cool. Still ridden Hex every year, but it's been too long. The time for a New Year's Eve party. The Doomed party. So just come off Alton Manor. One of my favourites always. Never has a queue, or even if it's a 15-minute queue, easy one to queue. Yeah, very much enjoyed it. The only thing not working that I saw was the trommel, but really enjoy that ride, and the fact that it's so high capacity that it eats through the queues. It's a nice filler ride between the bigger rides. We're going down through Gloomy Woods. I'd usually cut up past the rapids up the back hill, but that's closed at the moment. I assume they might reopen that route for fireworks when it's a bit busier. But yeah, time to go through Gloomy Woods, and I'm going to get a pint of the Wicker Man because it's gone 12. And you know me on this channel. So yeah, see you at our next ride. So we came over to 13 and we used our complimentary fast tracks for another visit. Unfortunately, the fast track queue for 13 shares a single rider queue, and they have to batch it at the front, so they're not separate anymore because they've got the ambulance ride access pass. That means that currently we waited half an hour in the fast track queue. The main queue is about 100 minutes, but half an hour in the fast track queue is not okay. I'll say about 20 should be alright. If you paid £10 for that and you still queued half an hour, you'd be a bit annoyed on top of your entry fee. But here we go. What's going to make me happy? We're going on Hex. Now, there's a bit of a problem here because you've got fast track there, ride ambulance and main queue to the left, and the problem is we're now queuing in the main queue, but actually we need to use the fast track queue because of our complimentary ones. So what they should have done is where the bushes are, had ride ambulance there, fast track there, and done the main queue from there and sort of extended it a bit, which meant you'd always keep them separate rather than having an outdoor queue that then has to split, because otherwise we're queuing with the normal guests, but we've got fast track, so that's a bit of a shame. And a bit of a shame the fast track queues on 13. Some things just need to be managed a bit better. But once we've done Hex, we are going on all the mazes, starting with the family ones over there. So, lots of content coming your way, guys.
Equipment malfunction.
I just came off X. I told Ben the criticisms I had, only when you're upside down the disco, and the only thing I can say is that you can see all the lighting rigs on the side of the gondola now, whereas before you couldn't. They were hidden, but Towers have put the money in, they brought it back. The queue line, I can't fault. The way they batch it now actually works really well. You're inside, and with the doors, it meant no leakage of light, no leakage of sound, and actually it gives you that much better atmosphere queuing. For the first time in the while, I watched the videos, because usually you used to walk straight on it. You wouldn't even watch the videos, so I was watching the story again. I forgot some of the little nitbits, but very much enjoyed it. I'm glad they brought it back. Did you enjoy Hex, Ben?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. Ben's quote today is, "Curse Alton Manor is something Universal will be proud with." So with that, two class dark rides here at Alton Towers. Guess what I'm going to do next, guys? Drink time. So we thought we'd start over here in the more child area in terms of mazes. You got some new googly eyes in the trees. It's next to David Walliams. Trick or Treat Town, of course, has been here for 2 or 3 years now. And then the new one, Amigos in the Afterlife, which takes the place of the dungeons. So because we've got the 6 maze ticket, it's time for Trick or Treat Town, sponsored by Haribo. We'll let you know what you think, what we think, when we get out. See you in there. Right, we just came out of Trick or Treat Town, and I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. This year, everyone needs a bag. I've got my bag, Ben's got his bag, he just wanted the treats. They did batching really well. We did catch up with the group in front, but lots of knocking on the doors. We thought one area they weren't giving us any treats at all, but if you listen to the actors, they tell you which door to go back to, so there's a bit of a story to it. And Dracula at the end chased us out. So a definite 7 out of 10. I remember doing that, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but I enjoyed it then, I still enjoy it. It's just family fun. And some of the actors, like, there was a woman in a treehouse and she said to us, what she said was, "Who are you?" And I thought she said, "How are you?" So I said, "I'm good, thank you." And she went, "Right, your nickname's good then." And they interact between each other across the whole scene, so yeah. But if you go inside and you look upstairs and you see the lighting trusses, there's 2 sets of them. That's because you're in the old Charlie lifts. It's quite clever. Time for a new one. Day of the Dead, Amigos in the Afterlife. See you afterwards. So we just came out of Amigos in the Afterlife. It's a family thing. I thought it'd be like House of Monsters, which used to be located there, which was really funny, really interactive, show by show. You can tell it was a reskin of the dungeons. We went through lots of black corridors. I was on the dock because I could see the gate. There's more black corridors. And from what I'd heard, they had to keep it so they could bring the dungeons back. So I was like, all the UV things on the walls have been nailed in rather than painting the walls themselves. There was a scene with Barry, who's a little worm. And I sat down and went, "Oh, could this be the leech benches?" How would you describe that, Ben?
Not for adults.
Yes. Even if you have kids, you might go insane. It's really good. They gave the kids some masks. It was interactive, but I was just there like, help me. And I like Haribo Town. Haribo, love it. I used to like the family version of Creepy Caves. I do like doing the family interactive events. Even Creepy Cottage at Tully's, like that, had a daytime version, which I still enjoyed. That was just too much for me, and I'll be honest with you guys, I had my autism on top and I was struggling. It's good fun, but I'm not going to give that a rating. I'll do a little mini review in terms of try to be the perception of a kid.
Not quite sure I'd say it was good fun.
I can see the idea and the concept.
20 years ago it might have been good fun.
Yeah, yeah, okay. We're going to get some food on the lawns now because we realised it's 3 o'clock, so that was about half an hour of our life. So we now need to do the other 4 mazes, and we want to do some night rides. So we're going to crack on with that, go to the lawns. I wanted to watch the Ancestors at 5, but I don't think we're going to have the time with the night rides and stuff. So we'll catch maybe the Sin Bin show, which is after, if we can when we're going round. But we still got Smiler to do, Wicker Man to do. We want to do Rita with our complimentary fast tracks. That's still down at the moment. We tried to do Galactica earlier. The fire alarm went off, so we've not even been able to really use our complimentary fast tracks yet, other than our 13 ones. So if we can't use them, I'll speak to the team at the end of the day and see if they can move into tomorrow, just because all the rides were going down. Not anyone's fault, can't blame anyone, but it's getting foggy, it's getting spooky. Cracking on with the day. So we've just come out of Des Games. Much better than last year. The batching area is a bit slow because you're waiting for the game to end, and the key point that Ben points out is it was 10 minutes last year and it's 6 now. It's definitely a 6-minute maze, so keep that in mind if you're paying for it. I enjoyed it. My band worked this time. I found the first one, it was on the wall. The second one for me was hard to find, so I had to crawl into a tunnel, tap the end of it, and crawl backwards back out the tunnel. There wasn't another side to the tunnel. Ben managed to get sick for the day.
3 minutes 16.
I think I found mine. I was looking at my watch. I think I found mine about 3:30, the second one with the tunnel. And then I just decided to enjoy the maze. The actors are actually really good in that. They're showing, they touch you, they guide you, they jump at you. I think it's a really good thing. You can tell it's in the marquee, but you know what, I enjoy it. That doesn't necessarily need to be a Scarefest attraction. It could be an all year, because it's gamer themed. It could be all year round. It could be set up for other events.
That's the worst.
But I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Ben says 6. That's still much better than like the 3 or 4 I gave last time when it failed and just kept breaking down. So I quite enjoyed it, and that's our first thrill one. So we're doing this, Mine Tours, Attic, and then over to Compound. Yeah, time for Mine Tours now. Right, big maze number 2, Mine Tours. Now, a lot of people have said it doesn't work. I said it was better last year. I'm giving that a 9 out of 10. I was at the front of the group, and it was a big group, it's like a 14, but I'll tell you what, those actors, they split you up. They jumped, I'm talking jumped in my face. I didn't know where they were coming from because it's very claustrophobic, and that's something that affects me. So very small corridors, winding rounds. I loved it. Brilliant. It's one of my favourite of this year, and I never thought I'd say that about Towers. That is, last year I knew it was better than the original. The ending was a bit dull because you had a sheriff chase you out, but it's very clever because you think the chainsaw's gonna be in the maze. It's actually once you exit and they chase you up the ramp. So again, very clever. As you can see, it's very foggy, very Scarefest-esque. I won't talk about the ride availability at the moment. Most of the majority big rides are down. I'm talking if you want to go on a big ride, your options are basically Nemesis, Collateral, Oblivion. The rest are closed, but look at the Towers. Yeah, I'm going to give Mine Tours a 9 out of 10. Ben?
Yeah.
So my camera had a hissy fit again when I said to Ben, what did you think of Mine Tours?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, a lot of jump scares in there. Nicely themed.
Yeah.
Decent maze.
Yeah. People had issues with it. I like it. To be honest, I've had more jump scares than that than the Fort mazes, so well done Towers. We're now going to come through the Towers again and do Attic, Terror of the Towers. What was the classic Terror of the Towers got redone. It's been here a little while now and I'm hoping it's still just as good. And then after that we have Compound as our last one. So we're getting through them. It's just gone 4 o'clock. We're trying our best. Yeah. So I'll catch you guys after this one. Right, so I just came out of Attic, Terror of the Towers. It's been here a while. I can't remember exactly how long now. We've been discussing it. I'll have to look it up. And we've given it a 5 out of 10. They were batching 16s. We're at the back of a 16. We tried to bunch forward and just go in as a bunch, but he said no, you have to be single file going into the pre-show room. And the guy had already started the pre-show before the whole group came in. So we missed the first 20-30 seconds of the pre-show because everyone had to move in and he had to bunch them up. So that's not a great start. Yeah, a bit gutting about that. Then you went up the stairs. There was a few jumps, there was a few fun bits, but unfortunately, it's been here too long. It didn't have that tone. In the Devil's bit at the end, we saw one actor. He was good. I think I might have stood on his foot because he was so I couldn't see him. But unfortunately, he just didn't have that momentum. We came out of Mine Tours really good. It's great. It's really well themed. But I think it's had its day. Attic Terror Towers will be the next one I'll change. I said to Ben, I gave Daz a 7, I give that a 5. I had more fun in Daz. I'm not saying Daz is scarier, I just have more fun. So yeah, we've done it, it's great, but I think they overbatch it and the actors really need to wait. The other thing is the bookcase used to open automatically and now he has to manually open it himself. So it is a bit of a shame that those sorts of things happen, but we crack on. Ride availability has got worse, by the way. Rideability has got worse. So Rita's closed, 13's closed, Wickerman's closed, Galactica is closed. What else was it? Oh, and Smiler's closed. So essentially we have a lack of rides. It's a shame. It's a real shame to see, and it's not just the Towers. It's not their fault. There's a thing about maintenance, delayed openings. I get that, but it does affect the guest experience, especially when you're here for a night rise. They put a message out on the app to say some rides may close early because of capacity. Hello again, guys. So we were heading up this way, like I said, and luckily, also the team at Alton Towers were very good, and they said we could use our Rita fast tracks on something else. Rita is closed for the day. It's not on the app saying closed all day, but then there's now a sign at the entrance. We weren't told that earlier, we weren't informed. So a bit out of breath on the spot. So we used it on Wicker Man. So we got a dusk ride on Wicker Man. That really made me happy. So thank you Alton Towers Guest Services for sorting that out. We've now got Curse of All Manor to do because it's very quiet. We're going to head up that way. We've still got compounds. Then we've got fast track for Galactica. Then we're going on Nemesis Reborn. There is a thing on the app saying they might close rides early. I know Nemesis Reborn is on one train, so we want to make sure we get night ride on that. After that, we'll enjoy the rest of the park. We've still got the Scare Zone to do. Maybe watch one of the shows, unsure. But yeah, it's getting dark, and I do enjoy the atmosphere at Alton Towers, especially when it's dusky. So guys, it's now getting to night time. There's Ben. He's playing the arcade games. It's a bit loud, but we did Compound. That was a 9 out of 10 for me. Straight in split up, similar to Survivor Games. Went different ways. I crawled, got into a room, followed my group because they crossed us over. So nope, you back that way, then back that way. It worked because it was themed. Worked so much better than Survivor Games. Definitely a 9 out of 10. The shock sticks at the end made me jump. The actors were really good. The suits, the costumes, the sets, alien eggs. Really enjoyed that. I'm not going to do it again. I was going to do it again tomorrow. See if I've got a different route. I'm quite happy with that run. I'm going to stick with it. Like I say, it can be different for everyone else. So I'd say, might say it's a 9 out of 10. Other people might have a different run. Then we did Subterra. Again, we had some problem with fast tracks with 13. 13 is down. So then I used it there. Thank you very much, Alton Towers. Great run through. Really enjoyed that. Straight in, straight on. And now, when Ben's done with the arcade, there's one thing which you guys most probably know I've been wanting to do since March. The last time I was here at 7:15 in March, unfortunately Nemesis had technical difficulties. I've been waiting for a night ride all year, so this could be a highlight of my evening. Nemesis Reborn at night. Right, we got a night ride on Galactica. We did it. Apparently Smiler and 13 are both back open, so we're going to head over that side of the park. It's 7:45 now, so we're not doing too badly on time. We have got on Nemesis at night and Galactica at night. I'd like to do Wicker. Oh, they're just doing a queue time announcements. We thought it went down. So Galactica is on one station, so they're actually running at one station with 2 trains, which works a lot quicker than trying to do 2 stations with 2 crafts. It just does. So good on them for that. There's Nemesis. Now, we did get a ping on the app saying some rides would close early just to reduce capacity, but Nemesis hasn't yet. And we thought it was because of Nemesis on one train with a 100-minute queue. So if I have a quick look, yeah, it's 75-minute queue and it's still open, so that's good on Towers because even at 9 they'll be done by 10, well just after 10, so really happy with that. They're still trying to keep it open. So yeah, as it's raining I'm going to head back down towards the Welcome Inn because what they did was they shut the outdoors orbit, moved us to Welcome Inn, I'm guessing maybe because of the rain, and we'll grab a pint and we're going to take it over to Smiler and then we're going to try to do Smiler at night. So that was one of the fast tracks we did have, but it's been closed for a while. And if we can't do Smiler, we'll do 13. Unfortunately, retail has been closed all day. Hopefully we can go up there tomorrow. And yeah, I do like this park at night. So we just came off the Smiler. There's no wrap queue, there's no fast track queue, that queue is moving. They're sending the trains out. We didn't even really stack on 4 trains. Amazing work from the team. Sorry I'm out of breath going up this hill. We have half an hour. 13's on a 10-minute queue. And we're going to get them a Wicker Man queue, so we're on a bit of a roll. And the last scare thing is the Wicker Man Scare Zone, which is open until 9:30. So keep that in mind. I will say, ignore the lights here, but the towers are looking very beautiful. If you look how spooky it is, they've got spotlights, looking very nice this evening. Oh, how I wish I could do that again if I wanted to. There you go. But yeah, I'll see you guys after we get off 13. So I just did the SCAREMAZE feed around Wicker Man. I always forget the name of it. It's a walkthrough, Scare Zone. We're going to do it again now. My camera messed up. I tried to film it for you guys, but it cut off. I'm having problems with my camera this year. I am going to upgrade at Christmas, but I think where it cut off I was in the dark bit, so I can cut it together so you wouldn't even notice unless I told you. Yeah, we're going to take a left here because it's open till 9:30. We'll give it one more lap because it's free. It's part of the day. It's, to be fair, it was really good. I enjoyed that. People were jumping at you. Not sure what the baseball bat's about, but I really did enjoy it. So yeah, we're going to head through the scare zone one last time. Here we go. Ooh. La la la. Ooh. Join. Go. Oh, there's 3 routes. There's 3 different routes. Oh, I don't like the look of that. Yeah, if you can get some photos.
These are all ground!
Shit.
We are the Unchosen!
So, Burial Grounds was the name I forgot about. I was going to call it the Welcome Inn. That's the old maze. Used to be here years ago before Wickerman opened. So the first lap, we had a lot of kids in front of us. They were jumping out at each other, messing around. Kind of ruined it a bit. The second lap, which we just did, 9:25. Just me in bed the whole way through. Absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Mate, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Like, it's really good. They got fire effects, dark sections. Yeah. So I had a really good time on that, and thank you for tuning in. I know it's very dark here. There we go. And I will see you in my next vlog, which is going to be Warwick Castle After Dark tomorrow night.